Oh, congratulations, by the way.
What's that?
It's a paint job that you've actually not screwed up.
I did take my time on this one because you know what?
What?
I pretty much fell in love again as I built this thing.
That's nice, that.
It is such a nice
So what is it?
kit. This is the Schumacher Storm ST2 stadium truck.
What's your plans for that then? Because it's not a class here in the UK that's particularly massive, and I don't know why, because it looks great.
Well, here's the thing, right? If there's only 30 people doing it, and I become the 31, even if I'm the worst person doing it, I'm the 31st best in the country.
I like that. That's a great idea. Yeah. So you just bought it to make yourself feel good. Very good idea.
Do you know what? This did make me feel good because it's such a lovely kit. Very similar to the LD3. I'm going to be honest. There was a lot of... it was almost like I was building the LD3 all over again.
Yeah.
But it's a wider wheelbase and...
That's going to be great. I'll tell you where I think that's going to be really quite good fun. You know that mill end track? Actually, this video is a little bit about the mill end track, isn't it?
It is. Shall I run it there? Shall I take this outside or shall I save it for carpet?
No, run it outside. Look at it. It's going to be amazing on that track, I think. But yeah, a carpet will be cool. But it's not. This video isn't solely about this car, although it's a lovely car.
It's got nothing to do with this car. It's just
really.
I wanted to use it on... I just wanted to show it off.
Fair enough.
It's beautiful. I did do a good job of that paint job though, right?
Yeah, you did.
It's nice.
You did. Yeah, I have to say, I think you've done all right. But it's not. This video is not about that. This video is about this year's Popalong GP. Carl, we said we might do it. We said we might not do it. We're definitely doing it, aren't we?
100% we're doing it now.
So it's going to be. I'm going to put the date out there right now for people's diaries. It's going to be August the 11th.
August the 11th.
August the 11th. Slap bang.
24.
Slap bang in the middle of summer. August the 11th.
Yep.
At Millend RC Car Club, which is kind of a grassroots style thing right up our street. Can't wait for that.
I can't wait.
Hopefully we might be able to get a barbecue going there.
Well,
and it's going to be a huge element on fun. We'll get some prizes, but we want it to be fun. So anybody who takes their racing way too serious, I get it if you take your racing seriously. I do, but you know,
that's probably not the event for you though, is it?
No, probably not.
However, if you've got, I think the only thing we've guaranteed at the moment, class-wise, is if you've got old cars.
Yeah. Vintage
cars. That's what they call it, isn't it? Vintage cars.
Yeah.
There'll be a race for you.
Right, so we're definitely going to do some sort of vintage cars.
What vintage cars have you got?
Right, at the moment, I have got, in my little collection, we were donated the Mardave Cobra, so we've got that to run. We've got Pitman Dave's Yokomo YZ10, which I'm currently working on. And we've got a new lay shaft from Albie. You know Albie? From Trick Bits. So we
had a chat with him on the channel, didn't we?
We had a chat with Albie. I was emailing him the other day, and I got some news about that, but we'll come to that in another video. And also, of course, we've got the 10th Technology Predator. So there's three... What?
And the supercharged Super Hotshot.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking about the supercharged Super Hotshot, you have had that for months and months now. Mm-hmm. It's got to be nearly done, right?
Right. Can I be honest, right? So we've got the supercharged Super Hotshot, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Lightning components.
Yeah, okay. And then you've got a Yokomo YZ10 and a 10th Technology Predator.
Yeah.
Kind of... My focus ain't really on your Tamiya car right now, if I'm honest.
It kind of needs to be.
Yeah, well,
you're using, abusing my space here, getting all your deliveries to my house to keep the wife happy. Help me out. I want to run my supercharged Hotshot up against your YZ Predator.
I'll get it done for that. Now I do.
Is it a YZ Predator? I don't know.
Oh, come on, man. It's the Predator and the YZ10. They're not our cars though. They've got to go back to Pitman Dave. So we've got to look after them. Yeah. We would like you to decide what class to run. Bearing in mind, this is going to be a fun event. There will be a timing loop, so we will have races.
If you haven't already, watch the video on the club and you'll get an idea of the gist. Now, personally, I think short course trucks is going to have to be in there somewhere.
That did look good on there, yeah.
There's so many people at the club already with short course trucks. So, the Apache, the Zorro, but they also had the HBI jump shot there. There was a couple of associated short course trucks. Short course trucks, I think, for me, that's the class I would like to bring to the GP. So you could run. There was Traxxas Slashes there as well. I think there was a Senton going round. Any sort of almost ready to run. Maybe you can have better short course trucks, but short course truck fun. Vintage fun for you.
Vintage fun, definitely. We need to make it different. What about your? I know. I don't even know why I'm saying this, but what about the Lunchbox thing? You know, a big wheel race. Yeah,
the big wheel race.
Because people like that, right?
They've got them there already. We've got to do it.
There you go.
The Lunchbox race.
I think it's going to be a cracking day. Let's just hope and pray for the weather. But if the weather's not good, we're still going to go ahead, right?
Unless it's possibly
what?
Do a rally class as well with the old PG Tips car.
Oh yeah. Now, in terms of numbers, we don't know yet. I mean, I haven't even been there yet. You've been there.
It was one of the best days I've had playing with my toy cars.
Yeah, and I weren't there. Yeah, I know.
It was amazing. Amazing. Yeah. The coffee's good as well. They've got a cafe there.
It's in a garden centre.
It's in a garden centre. They've got toilets. They've got a cafe.
Yeah. Hey, you know what we should do? Concourse. But you're not allowed to enter it.
Why not?
Because you've already won once.
On the season
we
champion.
should be the judges, right?
All right, we'll judge the concourse. Yeah.
So yeah, just a fun event for this year's Popalong GP. Slap bang central, right in the middle of summer. Couldn't be better, could it?
We're edging our bets that the weather's going to be nice.
Yeah. Now, when we do release the dates, you might want to get in quick because I think this is going to be a bit of a sellout.
I think it might be because do you know what? The club, although it's very new, it's very popular because it is such a fun, family-friendly vibe down there. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Which is what we're all about, isn't it? Let's
exactly.
Yeah.
I think we need more clubs like this in the UK because it is more about having fun, learning to drive your cars, bringing in people into the hobby, giving them a taste of what racing's about, so they can
I think it's safe
venture
to say,
into sort of bigger and better events. Really,
I think in the early days before the channel, we've been racing on and off for quite a few years, and there are some clubs which, and we've mentioned this before, that you do tend to get a bit of a frosty reception. People have got their heads buried in their cars and they're super sort of focused on it. I get that, but then again, as a noob coming in, you need someone to come over and say, "How you doing?" or "Nice to see you," or that kind of stuff. Really.
And do you know what the thing is as well? When I've been to some clubs and I'll turn up and I'll run in at a particular class, for example, whenever I run the TTO1 or the truck racing and stuff like that, I feel like I'm top half, middle of the field. There's other clubs I go to, I'll be last at the end of the night because the standards are like...
They're so different everywhere we go.
So if you go to a club like that, sometimes it can be a little bit more daunting to approach when you're looking around, and the standards just insane.
The thing is, right, when we've done events like the MKGP, right, the reason I think that we struggle with it is because we never run on tracks like that. And again, the Wheel Speed GP, fantastic tracks. That's
amazing.
But the jumps alone... You've got to be so skillful to get over those jumps. If you don't practice it, I think on a weekly basis, good luck to you.
Because it's not the getting over it. Anyone can squeeze the trigger and get over it. It's the getting over it and getting the car at the right speed so it lands on the down, or
exactly.
You're turning just enough so that you land in the right place. And
I think a lot of the tracks that we run at, they've got pretty simple tracks, really. And that's the beauty about this year's Popalong GP. It's going to be a nice... fairly simple track because we're going to be running vintage stuff on there and we don't want to break any of it. So, but there you go. So I hope you're just as excited as we are. Put in the comments what you think we should run and we'll have a little think about it. But get the date in the diary. It's going to be the 11th of August. That's a Sunday, I do believe. So yeah, book it in now.
Can't wait. Did I show you my new car?
Yeah, you did.